So there's a wider problem here in the United States where we don't have enough pharmacists to dole out controlled medication, to the point where like Walmart, Hy-Vee, Walgreens, Costco, they only have one pharmacist on duty. And that pharmacist is a person. They need to take breaks. They need to, you need to give them simple human rights. So at lunchtime, they take an hour lunch. So because of the laws, the pharmacy has to close down
Yeah.
if there's no pharmacist there.
I
So at lunchtime it closes down, but the problem is that the majority of Americans work the same hours as a pharmacist. So they all get the same lunch break at the same time. And they're like, oh, here's my chance to go get my prescriptions from the pharmacist. They go to the pharmacy's fucking closed. And then they're like, what the hell? I need to pick up my prescription. It's like, well, you can't because the pharmacist is on their lunch break.
I'd still just like
Everybody
to sort of understand why there is a shortage of pharmacists. Is
they
it?
don't
I
get
mean,
paid
there's
enough.
people, right? They everyone in the United States goes to university. I feel like they're just. It's not like being a
Y-
doctor, being a pharmacist. Like it's a. You need to be university educated, but it's not a grueling horror shit fest.
It's not a
There's also
grueling.
just the classic corporate greed will only hire the absolute bare minimum amount of
Yes,
employees
yes.
to
And
technically cover our hours.
the other problem with pharmacists is that they have to be trained not only to dole out
Whoever is the pink
somebody's taking a
person, I can't
massive
read your
piss.
name on account of being in streamer mode. Are you in the shower?
Are you taking a dump?
Why would I be in the shower?
Because I'm hearing water running and I don't like it.
It's making us all want to pee. Anyway, no, but it's also
No, there's no water.
Well, there was
it's
something
also
going on.
it's also the fact that like
You're scaring me.
as a pharmacist, there's many years of schooling you have to go through, and you have to be able to, because the doctor doesn't do this. When the doctor writes a prescription, he just says, "Oh, you need this heart pill. Go get the heart pill."
Yeah.
The pharmacist has to look at that prescription and look at your other medications and see how that drug's going to interact with your other drugs. So there's a lot of training that goes into, like, the biggest part of what a pharmacist has to do is figure out drug interactions.
I'm sorry, you don't
And-
even.
What? Go ahead.
Doctors do this here.
No, over here it's the pharmacist.
But how does the pharmacist know all of your what? The pharmacist doesn't know all the drugs I have prescribed.
Because you go to one pharmacist, and if you do multiple pharmacies, it's on you, the patient, to let them know what drugs you're on. And so they have to go and they have to look and see what interactions are going to happen with your other drugs. Because at the end of the day, if you get a drug and you die from it, it's on the pharmacist. The pharmacist is liable for if you get sick or if you die.
Here
Why?
comes the money.
Well, welcome to America. This is how we fucking do it over here.
I am so sorry that you have that is how you do it over there.
To be fair, the doctor can be liable as well for issuing the prescription, but ultimately, that's like in a civil case. You can sue the doctor for that. The pharmacist is criminally liable if they
That's
fuck up the interaction.
insane. That's insane.
That's why we have so few pharmacists. They go to school longer than outside of like proper surgeons. pharmacists have like the most schooling to go to, just to learn and understand the chemical reactions and interactions that various chemicals and
a lot of that
have.
shit is also like a bit like just unpredictable. You can't. There's just sometimes there might be a drug interaction, there might not be. This might be there are just people who need certain combinations of drugs to survive and to live at all. But there might be complications for that. That's like a...
Well, and that's a liability issue that, like, when you take there's also a responsibility on your hand that like, if there's I have a friend who's schizophrenic. He takes a drug that helps him deal with his schizophrenia. I forgot which exact type of schizophrenia he has, but he takes a drug that, on the one hand, it helps. Like, it was initially created to to help women in menopause, to help deal with menopause. But then they also found out, hey, it's really good at helping calm down certain forms of schizophrenia. So he's on that medication.
Yeah.
He has to, when he gets prescribed it and he signs for the drug, he's also wavering, I'm taking this drug for its secondary effects. So if anything happens, it's on him and his doctor. Because the
most important thing is that somebody be able to get sued. That's the most important thing.
That's what it boils down to. That's what it boils down to.
How much of the American economy is ultimately based on litigation?
Like 90%.
It feels that way.
If it's, I don't know, I'm pulling that out of my ass, but if it's 90%,
it's definitely not 90%,
absolutely.
But it's like, it can feel that way, can't it?
Yeah, it's, it's the same way with any industry, with any industry, any service. You have a whole ream of documents you gotta sign. Like in my job as a truck driver, anytime I go to a facility to get loaded, I have like 10
I hope you're not getting loaded as a truck driver. I hope that's one of the things you don't do.
Oh, I get loaded.
Taking fat loads.
Much. I take fat loads. My last load was a load of beef hides, and that was the worst load I ever had to take.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a big load.
No, to abruptly change subjects, the last load I take, because I'm on vacation right now. I'm taking a staycation because I don't have money to take a proper vacation.
I work full time and I have no money to go somewhere on vacation.
Yeah. Also because
that's America
fat.
For you.
Yeah. Also because I'm fat, I'm scared to travel because it's oh, I have to get 2 airline seats and have to if I take an Uber, I have to go with Uber XL because I don't want to try to shove myself into a Toyota Yaris. That's not going to make anybody happy. Anyway, so I was out in Wisconsin and they're like, oh, we need to get you back home so you can go on vacation because you're on PTO and we have to do that. So they got me a load from Milwaukee, from downtown Milwaukee. It was I had to go to this tannery.
Mm-hmm.
And so I go into Milwaukee, I go downtown Milwaukee. I'm a veteran truck driver, so driving in a major city is not a big deal to me. So I'm going down to this tannery. I'm driving past all these gentrified old buildings. They look like these beautiful old buildings. They have craft stores, clothing stores, coffee shops, tea shops and everything. You see the pride flag everywhere. You see the Ukrainian flag everywhere. It's oh, this is a really hip, progressive area. I really like this area. And then you turn a corner and you see this ancient fucking building that's fucking black. and it smells so fucking bad. And I pull up to it, and I go to the shipping office. I knock on the door. I go inside, and immediately there's just fat and grease just everywhere.
Ugh.
And they're like, you're
That
the
sounds so
Johnson.
disgusting.
And the guy inside is like, you're the Saturday Johnson feed guy. All right, yeah, going back into the dock. So I back into the dock, and he just starts loading up these huge bins of beef hide scraps because they're a tannery company. So they take beef hides. So they take the actual cattle hides, they cut them up, they tan them, they turn them into leather, but then they have all the scraps, all the cuttings that they can't use for leather. So they put them in these big ass fucking bins. They're leaking fucking fat and grease and blood out of these bins. And he loads up my trailer with it. There's literally like fat rolling down the floor of the trailer. He seals me up, sends me on my way. I come back here to Sioux Falls to unload it, and it gets delivered to a gelatin company.
Yeah.
And it's actually it's a German company. It's called what was it called? Gelida. Apparently, it's a German company.
Possibly.
Well, they had a German flag flying along with the American flag, so I assume they're German. And they turn all that scrap and all that shit and garbage into gelatin for like gummy candies and Jello, and for anything else that needs gelatin. And it was just amazing to me. We take this fucking garbage and turn it into
Make something
fucking
useful out of
candy.
it.
Yeah, we turn it into fucking candy. And honestly, once he got me unloaded and I pulled away from the dock and I went to go close the trailer doors and I got like a whiff of the smell coming out of the trailer, I almost wanted to vomit. It was so fucking bad.
Yeah, I can imagine.
It
That
was
must
so-
be. I mean, that shit is pretty disgusting.
Yeah, so I got unloaded. I took the trailer back to my shop. I left the doors open, and I remember calling them up yesterday morning. I'm like, dude, when you guys go to wash out that trailer, be prepared because it fucking stinks. It is so bad.
Well, you made
Anyway,
a
that's my-
successful delivery, though. That's got to go on the
Yeah, that's gotta go on the
Euro
old
Truck Simulator. The fucking points.
yeah, the American Truck Simulator tally.
Do they have one of
Hold-
those? Isn't there an American Truck Simulator?
Yeah, there is.
There is.
Yeah.
I don't play it as much as Euro Truck Simulator because I do American Truck Simulator in real life.
Yeah.
So I don't really.
I've never really understood these sort of like professional games. I mean, I guess I understand it on some level. But like farmers who go home and play Farm Simulator, I'm like, what are you fucking doing? Just.
Well, again, my excuse for playing, I don't have an excuse for playing American Truck Simulator.
But it's like it's something different, right? It's like I hear a lot of farmers
Yeah,
that go,
Euro Truck
I just
Simulator is different.
I would love to be able to use this machine on my farm, and it's like I mean, I guess if that's your
because
dream,
over there-
I'm gonna go back to playing Crusader Kings and being the Emperor of Brazil. Which, just to be clear, I am not. My dream is not incest.
Well, when you talk about Emperor Brazil, I'm more worried about slavery.
No, they don't do. We don't do
Slavery-
slavery. There, we don't do.
Okay,
I mean,
that's
it's sort
good
of.
to
I'm
hear.
playing
That's
this
good to
mod.
hear.
This is like post-apocalyptic mod, where you play in America, and they do this really cool thing where the American map is sort of the west is south, basically the way it's projected.
Yeah.
Which gives
Oh,
that's
nice,
cool.
neat.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
which gives it a really interesting
that-
appearance. And they have like on the map, they have like I mean, there's a huge amount of. I mean, you've played Crusader Kings, probably. I've played it way too much.
I haven't played CK3. I played CK2, but I get what the game is about.
Yeah, so you have, and like the three, there's been the new sort of Imperial China gameplay added to the main game, so they've put that like variations of that into like the Technocratic Empire of California, the one in the Andes and Brazil. Yeah,
That reminds me of an alternate
sounds fun.
history. Is this a mod you're doing?
yeah, it's a
You're
mod.
playing?
Yeah, it's a mod.
Okay, it must be based. I remember there's like a popular like alternate history scenario where like you said, it's set in the future, but like all the states have like turned in the future, like
It's
it's
balkanized.
post-apocalyptic.
We've balkanized.
Yeah, it's post-apocalyptic, so the U.S. is balkanized into feuding states, and I've heard of it. I've never like read it or played it, but that actually sounds pretty fucking awesome.
I mean, it's sort of a medieval level of technology too, which is interesting. It would be interesting to see more interactions with like old world relics, and because they like guns exist, right? But
they're super high tech.
No, they're not even. No one has them, right? It's like there must be guns somewhere. They don't have electricity in this. It's really just because obviously it's a Crusader Kings mod, right? They can't like do a whole alternate tech tree. That would be a huge amount of work.
Do the Chinese have guns?
I mean,
Chinese
no. I don't know. I don't even know. If in the base Crusader Kings game they might maybe have some sort of firearm. Because I know in Korea there was in the medieval era that they had the bazookas. Hwacha.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
No, that was
that
was in the 15th century, so that would be like very, very late medieval in Korea.
So really quick before we go forward, I've been looking at the DLC for American Truck Simulator. And it's so funny because in Euro Truck Simulator, when they do like expansions, it's like on a country by country basis. So it's like, oh, we have the Balkans pack for $12,
which famously no longer one country. So just
yeah, they still have as an upcoming DLC the Russia pack, but that's been canceled since 2022.
Russia's been canceled.
It's not been. Yeah, they kind of canceled Russia. But I've been looking at the American Truck Simulator, and they have the same kind of expansions, but it's like, here it comes, the Kansas expansion.
Oh, yeah.
The Iowa expansion. The Montana expansion. And I'm looking at I'm looking at pictures from the Montana expansion, and it's honestly kind of surreal, because I go through Montana a lot. I'm like, hey, I've been there. I look at the screenshots, it's like, I've been there. I know that place. I've been there in real life.
I don't want to like. I know. I find America to be a very beautiful country, right?
Oh, it absolutely is.
But
it can be. What
is the point? Every country, every state in the United States is Russia.
What?
Like, what's the point of adding Kansas? It's just flat land.
Well,
what is the point? There's nothing there.
Okay, well, let me look at Kansas. Okay, you have some unique buildings. You have like grain silos.
It's it's a fucking grain silo, man.
No, this grain silo. Okay, no, I'm not sharing the picture because I can't be bothered. But no, they have like a screenshot, and it's like, I know that grain silo. It's in Hutchinson, Kansas. I've driven past this thing. You could drive to it in American Truck Simulator. That's so cool.
I applaud their ability to like make this in a way that's like super real but it's a grain silo. I'm looking at Kansas in Google Images, and one building is the only building that comes up several times, and it appears to be some sort of government.
Here, let me go through the feature list really quick. Delivered to 14 explorable cities, including Kansas City, Wichita, and Topeka. See historic landmarks such as Dodge City, Monument Rocks, and Mount Sunflower. Become a truck driver transporting goods for key industries such as salt mines, food factories, car factories, aircraft, and battery factories.
Yes.
delivered to the Wichita aerospace industry.
I think I may not be cultured enough to.
Oh God! Visit Hutchinson, Kansas, and admire the world's largest silo.
My favorite.
I was not just talking about that silo.
What is the, okay? Look, I gotta Google this silo now. Hutchinson silo.
Honestly, it's not. It's not
that's. I mean, that's pretty big. I guess it's wouldn't be considered a national landmark in.
I mean, it is big.
You know,
that's really Europe, all it is. It's just,
but it is.
That's really all it is.
Big.
It's big.
In fact, maybe you know what? Maybe we just don't have things this big in Europe. We don't have.
I think in order to properly enjoy this kind of game, you have to be that certain level of truck autistic or just a truck driver to kind of appreciate, the little things.
Yeah.
Can you run over people in that game?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Actually, no. Remember a couple years ago where I played Euro Truck Sim on Fast Food Thursdays, and I delivered
was a couple years ago. Yeah.
Yeah, I delivered the helicopter, the Palestine.
Yeah.
And I tried to run over that one IDF soldier. I think what ended up happening is I tried to drive into the IDF soldier, and it had him set as an unmovable object. So when I crashed into him, my truck just sort of like no-clipped and went crazy.
This is what Israel wants for the world, folks. This is what they want.
Yeah. Yeah, which is how actual trucks react if you try to hit an IDF soldier.
Oh God.
Oh yeah, after that stream, because that was a mod pack I was using pro mods for that with the Middle Eastern expansion.
Yeah.
After that stream, I went back a couple years later to play it again. I updated the mod and everything. They just deleted Gaza City from the mod. Gaza City doesn't exist anymore.
That's messed up.
Of course.
And what's funny is
that woke liberals.
That's where I delivered. Yeah, that was crazy to me because that's where I delivered the helicopter to.
Maybe you shouldn't have done that.
God. Yeah, maybe it was because I delivered the helicopter. That's why the Middle East add-on for pro mods is an optional thing, because that's a whole can of worms that the trucking community does not want to deal with.
And what is this stance on Zionism in the trucking community?
Yeah. They still have the West Bank. They just don't have Gaza in there anymore. The West Bank is still there, but yeah.
That's so sad. Like, honestly.
Oof.
Yeah, I'm looking at the American Truck Simulator add-ons. Their newest release is Illinois. And Illinois is a pretty cool state to go to. At least you got Chicago.
Yeah. You do, yeah.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, unfortunately, because I have all the DLC for both Euro Truck and American Truck Simulator, except for Illinois. And it's like, I'm looking at this, I'm like, I kind of want to buy it and check it out just to see how good of a job
when
they
I
did.
put in Illinois, all the images that are not of maps or flags are of Chicago.
They didn't even post the fucking map of Illinois on here.
I mean, on Google.
Oh, on Google, yes.
Google, yeah. Which is really...
Oh, you can deliver boats to the marina in Chicago, and you can go to the airports. Nice.
I would never play a game about writing or like making YouTube videos, and those games exist, right?
Oh yeah, there's I've never played it, but there's like a YouTube simulator game. I think PewDiePie made like a YouTube simulator game.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, there is at least one such
I
game.
take a wild guess and assume that it probably just encourages you to effectively just become a fucking content mill.
I mean,
yeah, probably.
The thing is,
like the gameplay mechanics alone are
sometimes these games will sort of, what will happen is that they will present a very idealized version of what's actually going on. Because you know how like SimCity, they wanted to make sort of a realistic city builder, and then they looked at the amount of space that is just parking lots, and they were like, you know what? Let's not do that. Let's not do realism, because that would fucking suck. The game would be shit.
There are actually mods for both City Skylines and SimCity 4 to add realistic parking lots, and screenshots from those mods are very, very depressing.
Yeah.
Because it's just fucking parking lots. Also,
can you guys hear the kids in the background?
Yes. And also
playing
sort of a rhythmic thrumming as well.
Thrumming.
We can hear them, but they're not.
The kids are very quiet. They're very
are
very
pretty
quiet. They're fine.
They're not mine. They're just like kids that play in my apartment.
You don't
just,
own
like
them?
hang out here. No, I don't own them.
This is fucking, in the last 2 or 3 years, my apartment building has become a meeting spot for youths. They figured out that it's extremely easy to break in here. It's like I live in a huge apartment complex. It is actually complex, and we have like a huge sort of inner courtyard, and that is like open, even that you can just go there. It has to be legally too, so the fire department can get in, and also like it's not really I don't really think that's a bad thing. But yeah, they come in here, they sit around. These are not like just teenagers. These are like these are like fucking young men in like sort of gangster clothing who will like sit around and smoke weed and spit on the floor and look at you weird if you take your dog into the yard of your own apartment building. Or sometimes it just really depends, because sometimes there's like ones that are a bit younger. They'll just be like, hello, yes, hello, yeah, hello, sir, yes, yes. Yeah, anyway, I was fucking that bit, you know, it's fucking... but this, which is not really an issue for me, but like sometimes they will do these parties in the hallways, and it just so happens that right next to my apartment, for no reason at all, there's a huge hallway. Like basically the wall to this side of me, which only Chad can see, there is the hallway, but there's a huge amount of empty space there. But there could have been an entire room could have been put there, but they didn't. They just had a big sort of
big open space,
a vaguely public area.
Well, it's a public area in the sense of like it literally, it's sort of liminal, really. That is a good way of describing it. If this was a building, it was a decent building, we would put something there, like a water fountain or a massage parlor or like a
convenience store,
an office building, yeah, something like it. But yeah, then often they will just pick this space because it's like you can party there.
Have you gotten lit with them?
Have I gotten what?
Have you toked up? Have you smoked with them?
No. Yeah. Because I don't want to smoke weed with strangers. Really, I'm not. I mean, I don't really. I like smoking alone, and also like I don't want to. They don't get this shit that I have access to. That's what the fuck. What the fuck are they gonna?
Yeah, they got that ditch weed full of stems and seeds.
Their shit ain't loud.
But
I fucking made a can of butter with stems and seeds that I had left over. And to be like, let's be clear here in this public forum, I'm not a huge weed guy, right? I smoke a couple times a year, really. But then I do like when I do it, I get crazy blasted. Like it's extreme. I don't like smoking on the regular, or like I don't even like smoking. I prefer edibles. I don't like doing it on the regular. I like every once in a while going really crazy with it.
Oh,
Just have a big blowout experience every quarter of every season or so.
That's sort of my vibe. And so, I'm not, but yeah, I made it with some stems, and it was, for some reason, it's unbelievably potent. Like, it's crazy how powerful that shit is. And I don't know how exactly that happened, because it's like, I mean, I did a decent extraction, but the weed itself from that load wasn't like the craziest shit you've ever smoked. So I don't know what kind of strain that, but that was like a unknown strain, who knows what's going on type deal.
That reminds me of you know those memes where they're like, oh, if you give a Dorito to a medieval orphan, they'd have a heart attack and die. And it's like, no, they probably wouldn't, but one thing I would say is with weed, the weed that like my dad smoked, compared to the weed of these days, he hasn't smoked weed in like my dad hasn't smoked weed in like 40 years. And I imagine if I could, and I like brought him like like a little bag of gummies, like 100 milligram gummies, it would lay him out for like 3 days.
You used to be able to just
100
smoke a
milligram
joint.
gummy would lay me out for a while.
Like
Well, I'm not a weed smoker, so I don't have a gauge for potency. I just go by 100 milligrams because that's what everybody around me does.
Like the fucking the epic legends, the big like weed smoking legends of like Bob Marley and shit. Back then, you used to be able to just smoke a joint, and it was like you could just do it alone or with someone else. And then you were like buzzed and you were having a good time. Now, if you smoke a joint, they send you to Mars.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
If you burn a whole joint on your own, your brain turns like inside out. And you appear in a fucking alternate dimension.
Like, I was talking with my dad, because when he was in Vietnam, he smoked a shit ton of weed in Vietnam.
Yeah.
But he said like part of his day was they like in the morning when they go out on patrol, that's when they pick up their weed, was out on patrol. And then in the afternoon, they would spend the whole afternoon like picking out all the seeds and stems out of it because you didn't get pure shit. You had to pick out all the garbage yourself. And then finally in the evening they would roll up a joint and smoke it and just be buzzed and then pass out, and then the next morning they do the same thing all over again. And it's just like weed culture is so different.
That's not what happened.
Well, I mean, that weed from back then is still around. It's just now we have abilities to make really, really strong weed, and that's what sells.
I mean, I would like
still has like 7% THC weed.
I would like the option to purchase that. I mean, obviously, it's not really for my cup of tea type taste, right? I wouldn't buy it, but I think that it would be nice to be able to purchase that sort of thing. I don't know how accessible it actually is in the United States, because obviously the legalization process here has been
depends on the state you're in.
Problematic.
Yeah, state by state level. And in my case, regardless of how many states legalize weed, until the federal government legalizes it, I can't fucking touch it. So I'm looking at it from an outsider perspective. But the reason I mentioned that story about how they had like this whole yeah.
I swear.
Okay.
I can promise you that.
Stop talking about weed.
Okay, all right. Thank you very much.
Weed? We're talking about weed because weed is cool.
Yeah.
Okay,
What?
thank you very much. I appreciate what
But
you're
the
doing. Thank
PSAs
you.
in the 90s told me that weed isn't cool. You're bad if you do that.
Well, then I guess I'm bad. Yeah. Well, anyway, that's
Okay,
that's the
I'm
story
sorry.
of
I'm
the
sorry about that.
teenagers that have that do sometimes occupy my house.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. The plumber walked in to let me know he was gonna get ready to work.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Don't worry about it.
Um,
This is fine.
I worked
no.
a convention this weekend, and
Yeah.
I feel the sick in my bones. I
Oh,
feel
you
the
got the con crud. You got the con crud, did you?
It's like all of my what's glider in English again?
Limbs? Oh, that's bad. It's
No.
really bad.
Oh, yeah, it's in your
Joints.
bones.
My
In your joints.
joints.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's in your joints.
Okay, yeah, I
Speaking of
think
joints.
you probably got a proper cold there. You take care of yourself.
This is the
Sorry to
one
hear
thing
that.
about conventions that I really hate. I like conventions, it's people coming together, but that shit is usually
Like eventually my immune system would like lock in
yeah.
because I've been doing these for years now.
Yeah. Do you like vitamin C dose on them?
Dude, I vitamin C overdose. I've been having like a fizzy tablet every day in preparation of the con. I've chewed on ginger root every day, and it's doing nothing.
Oh, speaking of earlier talking about drugs at gas stations,
No one was talking about that.
Well, we talked about it earlier.
We did talk about it earlier.
The gas station part was not true, but continue.
No, it is absolutely true. You can't get ibuprofen at a gas station. No, another thing they sell at gas stations is this thing called Emergency, and it's just
Oh
like
my god, yeah.
yeah, it's just a fucking vitamin C tablets.
It's basically just orange juice in a pill.
Yeah, and they sell a lot of that at gas
and so
stations.
they sell this with the medicine. It's in the medicine aisle.
They advertise it as medicine,
the,
basically, yeah, but legally distinct. Like, legal disclaimer, this is not intended to cure or treat any disease, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, they call it a supplement, and they have to say it's not FDA approved.
What do you mean not FDA approved? It's vitamin C.
Yeah, but it's not FDA approved.
How can you not get FDA approval for vitamin C?
Because they sell it as an immune booster, which doesn't exist.
I wouldn't buy something like that. It would seem sketchy to me. I would just
as an immune booster.
I would just buy orange juice.
Yes, we all know immune boosters don't work, but they advertise it as an immune booster for when you're sick or traveling.
I mean, immune boosters absolutely work. Eat vitamin C, it does make your immune system stronger. You just, oh, god damn it! I mean, it's it's every scam under the sky, obviously.
Again, it's like we said, is like America's ran on scams and lawsuits. Yeah, that's how it is over here.
Yeah.
Fuck, I literally saw the fucking Calvin's dad meme format of that shit. The only two industries left are fraud and gambling.
Yeah. Also, I want to mention before I was interrupted by the plumber, when my dad was telling me stories about how, like, they spend the afternoon picking out the seeds and stem out of their weed.
Yeah.
I kind of had like a return to tradition moment. It's like, this is what modern weed took from us. We used to picking out the seeds and stem used to be a social event. We used to get together and talk and tell stories while pulling the shit out of our weed.
In fairness, I think maybe the fact that your dad was a soldier in Vietnam meant that he had the time to do that sort of thing socially.
Oh, he had so much time to do that. Like, war doesn't change. My dad going to Vietnam.
Men change.
Yeah, my
Transgender.
my dad going to Vietnam, he spent most of his time smoking weed and just doing stupid patrols with a couple moments of intense nightmarish horror stuck in between. It
Yeah.
was the same thing for me when I went to Afghanistan. It was like 90% of the time it was just sitting around drinking, playing PlayStation 2, playing GTA Vice City, and then like a couple moments of just sheer fucking terror. And that was war.
I would be
It's the
too
same.
anxious. I would constantly have like anxiety over it. And then when the moment hits, I'd be fucking up. Be like,
Oh,
oh
the
What
no.
if you're an
worst.
actual action hero though, Burger? What if you're like actually Rambo and that happens?
You know what? Actually, that's a great point. I'm gonna enlist right now.
Actually, the worst moment I ever had in Afghanistan was because I worked the night shift. We did 12-hour shifts. Um, and I remember because I worked from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. And like literally at 4 a.m. we got an emergency call. One of our gunships was shot up and had to make an emergency landing at a fire base. And they literally like I was half drunk. I was like 19 years old. I was drunk, and I was
Oh my
playing
gosh.
and I was playing Vice City, and they're like, "Yo, 6573 got shot up. It's at this base. It's at this fire base. Get over there. Get over there." And they loaded up a C-130 with an engine, threw with an engine and a new propeller, and they threw me, two other people, and my sergeant into the plane. Took off. We went to this fucking fire base, and we managed. I was hungover, and we managed to swap out this engine and propeller in like 7 hours to get this gunship back in the air. And then we loaded up the damaged prop and engine into the fucking aircraft. And I don't. I was up for over 50 hours.
That's
Dude.
that they let you do that in the situation where you shouldn't make a mistake.
Well,
They
it's that or
needed.
die.
Well, they needed to get the aircraft
Jesus,
back to base.
that's
They
fucked up.
needed. It was like because the thing with AC-130 gunships is that they're so overloaded that when they take off fully loaded, they're at 120% capacity. Once they expend all their ammunition, they're at 100% capacity. So if they lose an engine, they cannot fly. They have to land if they lose an engine. And we need to get this plane back to base. So it was just like this engine got shot up, the wing shot up, fucking throw a new one on and just get it back to base and we'll fix it back there. It was literally just limp it home.
What is happening?
Were you in the Marine Corps?
Air Force.
Why is this game called Amsterdam 1666? Why are you?
It's the new game by the creator of Assassin's Creed.
Floating woman.
The original.
Oh yeah, I heard about this.
I've played the demo just earlier before joining the stream. And the demo is a bit lame, and it has to be said. It's like a walking sim, kinda. But the aesthetics of this game are really cool.
They seem pretty strong, but what is going on?
You're a witch.
I mean, I've gathered that much. That's pretty much the only thing I've gathered. Right. Also, that it's in Amsterdam.
You know when it's set?
It's 1666. Actually, I think
That's
1897.
6-7.
Wait, what was going on in Amsterdam? You had the VOC, you had the Dutch East Indies Company. What else was going on in Amsterdam?
This
is real.
Yeah,
this is
sure.
this is a documentary, basically. This is a.
Witchcraft.
I mean, there's footage.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. This
No,
what a
there is
scam!
no
It's
footage. There was no cameras in 1666.
Well, clearly, how
they
would
need
they
to
have
make a
gotten the
game.
footage if they didn't have?
Yeah, how do you explain this footage then?
Yeah, this is.
This is a video game. Fuck you. Oh my god.
Are you telling me that video games are not based on real life? Are you telling me, hey, Mr. Halo Master Chief is not real? Mr. Halo
He's
is not real.
bisexual, I've heard recently.
Oh, yeah,
Master
yeah.
Chief is
No, he's
bisexual.
trans.
Yeah. Okay.
If you go,
Does-
yeah.
That's true.
Does
It's in the
Master
sky.
Chief is gay?
Is Master
No, they
Chief
had-
gay?
no, they-
I need to know.
Bisexual flag was
No,
in the
they had-
sky, bro.
No, yeah, they had the transsexual, bisexual clouds behind Mr. Halo.
Oh my god. Yeah, fucking holy shit, the internet.
Yeah, which is I think is great. We own him now.
For
Yeah,
some reason,
more power to our
2026
girls.
is shaping up to be the
Real.
year of cubes in gaming.
Wait, the year of
2026 is
cubes.
turning out to be a
All
really good
announcements have
year for
some
games.
sort of funky magic cube.
Oh
like-
yeah, the new God of War game.
Hightail.
Yeah,
Laufey
God
has
of
a
War
cube.
Laufey.
Yeah, God of War Laufey has a companion.
That
cube.
just sounded like a
the
piece of
companion
tofu.
cube's back. The companion cube is back. Yay!
I
Now watch
Okay,
it
bro.
die again.
Now we gotta pick
You
a
have to
cat.
kill it.
No.
You have to kill it.
Choose a
No,
cat.
2026 has been a really great year for games. Just on
honestly,
my end.
yeah.
Forza Horizon 6 has been incredible. I'm not going to go too much into it, but
You don't want to
Just
spoil.
yeah,
Just
I'm not going to
spoil
spoil. You get the car and you win the race.
Goddamn.
Goddamn.
The 007 game was really good. The one from the Hitman people.
Oh, yeah,
Wasn't
I
it
heard- I
also
heard
gay?
about that.
Somehow.
That was-
Nowadays, it's like the problem is that I am so primed to like whenever somebody says that a video game that was anticipated, especially like a brand video, like a branding IP video game, is shit. I'm like, I guess it has to be because they don't make good games anymore. But now I'm in this. They're coming out with good games, but then you have this like perpetually offended fucking snowflake crowd going, "Oh, this game is woke. This game is woke."
Oh, they tried to do that with Forza Horizon 6 because there's a character creator mode in the game, and instead of having like male female, you choose a body type and pronouns. It's literally like a 30-second thing you do at the
They
beginning
did
of
this
the
with
game.
Forza's as well.
Forza's gone woke.
Yeah,
John
and they were
Yep.
and if
Fucking
you went
throwdown!
and if you went to the Steam forums for Forza Horizon 6, there were so many people like, "Oh, I'm refunding this game. I'm never playing this game. Microsoft has gone woke." And it's like literally, it's a 30-second menu option. You start the game, you create your character. It's 30 seconds, and then you go and you drive fucking cars.
I feel like these people are just a little too stupid to make two choices
Pick a
at the
game,
same
bro.
time.
Yeah.
Pick a cat is what I'm saying.
Oh, I haven't been paying attention. They all look the same. Not to be like racist, but
Well, they are Dutch.
Okay, let's start from the beginning.
the spirit.
They're all tall and they're really frugal
Gotta
with their
read the
money.
descriptions.
Okay,
man.
a whisper from across the void, a touch from the netherworld, which is we are in the Netherlands. The spirit
True.
holds so many
Oh.
the night,
Oh,
the spirit,
kitty!
the
It's
night
kitty cat.
stands straight and strong. Not doing that. It's
Me-
not doing that right now. Eyes
I'm
shine
straight
with
and
courage and virtue. Calls to mind the kings, the just, and the mighty. That's none of these things are true. The page.
Wait, you play as a cat?
Compelled to head out into the world with joy and pride, aims to learn and grow, for only through the journey may it reach its full potential.
Me.
I don't ever remember the Netherlands
The
looking like
ch-
this.
The child, it's not nighttime there ever, radiates innocence, an powerful
That's
urge to
a
smell and see
deal.
everything, to climb and crawl into every nook and cranny, all with an open heart.
The baby.
Seems guilty. The Alchemist, that one's cantankerous. Connected to the elements, in tune with the constant changes of the world, transmutation of crude to noble in the pursuit of wisdom, its sole purpose.
Give
The-
them really cunt energy.
The Guardian. To stand and be true, to rise against the tide, stalwart in the face of challenges, holding strong to its duties. They really got the wildling. The sounds of rain and wind and foliage, smells of soil and trees. Away from the world of man, its heart beats as one with that of the natural order. Jesus Christ, the dreamer.
How
Dance.
many
This is a
classes?
demo. Dances on the swirls and twirls of otherworldly currents, going down an ever-changing path that nobody else can understand. That's how I feel this is going. They really
Yeah.
have to recast the cats. That's
Another one.
what they have to
Is
do.
this your Bateratze?
You know what? No, let's go with the alchemist for my Bateratze.
Familiar.
Okay, yeah, they got windmills in the
mad.
background. It's definitely the Netherlands.
We've unionized.
Hell yeah.
If you Google
Unionize
Bateratze,
everything.
the first one is the first video you get is the 666 Amsterdam Prologue OST. And the second result is Minister of Unification from the Korean government website.
Nice.
Hang
assumed
on,
it was
what?
Dutch. Yep.
Are we
Hang on,
doing
that
a
was all
Claire
Assassin's
Obscure
Creed
now?
They're doing
Yeah, I
what
was
the
about
fuck?
to say, is
They're
is
doing
this
the
an
time
Expedition
travel.
33?
Do they have... Hang on, I gotta put the quote.
I'm up here. Please join me.
Be right there.
No Dutch accents. They don't have Dutch accents. I'm mad. So they're gonna just do the Assassin's Creed time travel thing with this as well for no reason?
It's looking like it, yeah.
I already thought that was a really stupid gimmick in Assassin's Creed.
They do have a twist on it, I will say. We will see that in like 20 minutes.
It's more like the Claire Obscure fucking thing.
Oh, with the
Thing.
paintings, yeah.
Yes.
I wonder if you can go to Indonesia and commit human atrocities in Indonesia.
I feel like you're gonna be committing human atrocities in Amsterdam.
We're gonna skip this. I'm bored.
So how's my dear friend Aaron?
By the way, that was a private company. That wasn't a government. That was literally the Dutch East Indies. It was a
Well, it's
pure
like
capitalism.
state-backed, but yeah, definitely the power of business.
Yeah, fucking Amazon going and just yeah. I read about
Oh, let me give you
the
letter.
tragedy of the Bativa last year, and that story still haunts me.
It is weird. It's like you think it would be like any other shipwreck, but for some reason that one is very impactful.
Yeah, well, the thing that was crazy is they documented everything. They made forms and signed off on. It's like, yes, today we will murder this person
Yeah.
in the most brutal fashion. They documented all their atrocities. That's how we know what happens.
One thin
What's
book.
the ship
Okay, the
called?
summary
Batavia.
of what
Bativa.
happened.
Yeah,
Because I skipped the title.
BAT. I
Batavia,
think. Yeah.
The
Sweet,
summary of what
thank you.
happened is
Yeah.
this girl's dad is dead, and he left her a scavenger hunt in this library for some reason.
Reminds me of Darkest Dungeon, where your uncle leaves you a mansion full of fucking horrors in the basement.
And it turns out he is the horror.
That's the stone from earlier, which I assumed was a piece of cheese.
That's your companion cube. It's your friend. Oh, yep, no problem. Oh yeah, go ahead.
Magic as fuck.
That's a very unnerving facial expression there, Professor Lucas.
Aaron has thought this through.
I'm bothered by the fact that these people are not Dutch.
Thing to activate it.
They also earlier in a section say
Okay.
like the first sentence of this letter is English, and the rest is decoded.
Okay, so apparently the sewage
What?
situation in the apartment downstairs is a lot worse than they thought.
Oh no. Are you gonna have to leave or some shit?
I don't know. They opened up a vacant apartment for me to use the bathroom in that one. But yeah, it's not looking good.
That's kind of fucked up.
Yeah. Well, at least they gave me another apartment if I need to use the toilet, so that's
I mean,
good.
yeah, this is they. I mean, they couldn't have been like, yeah, you just cannot piss and shit. It's. I'm sorry.
I've been in that situation on the road before where you gotta go, so you just get a trash bag and hold it over your butt and just go.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to do that at home, though. Is the thing I would say.
Yeah.
Probably.
I have plumbing here. I wouldn't want to do that here. Out in the desert of California is one thing.
Blood. Alex mentioned.
Hell yeah. She's not here today on account of
Real life.
she bled
stuff.
out. I guess it must have been. What is she doing? Why would she do that? So does she knows this guy, right?
No.
Oh, this is just a stranger?
Yeah, it was a friend of her father's.
Okay, and so okay. They seem to be very sort of
They do react to the existence of magic rather nonchalantly.
yeah, they are a bit nonchalant about it. That is very true.
I mean, it's 1666. Most people probably
this is
believe
the
that magic
current.
was real.
This is clearly the current year. This is
Yes.
they
Right.
Maybe they're
Just how I
conservatives.
focus.
Maybe they're conservatives, so they believe in magic.
I don't think
again.
that
They're
kind
not
of.
American.
She has a little too much cleavage to be conservative.
I mean, have you seen the women on Fox News?
You know what? That's true.
But they're not really conservative. They're like entertainers.
That's a good point.
That is a good point. They
This
are
also
grifters.
is not 1666.
Yeah,
No, this is
that light.
1999.
Ooh, they have Nokias.
You know,
To prepare you for what's coming. It all started on December 30th, 1999. I was with Agnes, my girlfriend at the time.
So they are doing the time traveling stuff.
fancily
again.
enough, I am writing a book that is set in Amsterdam currently. Well, partly set in Amsterdam.
The millennium.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
We were standing at the beginning of it.
God, I remember.
People in the Steam forums are already talking about how this is woke DEI by racial propaganda.
Of course they are.
You know what? I do think that it's fucked up that he's American.
How ancient the story is.
Oh, this was
It's
before
DEI that
Americans
he's
were-
American.
Yes, it's DI that he's American. We have we have people of that appearance and complexion in Europe, in Dutchland.
But you
we
gotta
have
remember,
them.
this was before 9/11, so Americans were still like
If they
wacky,
wanted him to be
goofy.
like a stranger in this land, they could have had him be French.
Yeah.
But then they would make us play a French guy, and that's pretty fucked up.
Holy wee.
I do actually. You know what? I do think that is DEI because Americans feel excluded if they're not the main character of the thing. If there's like not some massive American presence in any media that is set outside of the United States, they're gonna cry.
I mean, to be fair, I do feel that way. I
I
mean,
don't.
when
That
I
painting
once-
is not there. It's in a different museum. Okay.
I mean,
okay.
when Dank Pods on his automotive channel brought on an American pickup, I felt especially excited because it was an American pickup,
That
even though
isn't.
he's Australian.
Isn't the Nightwatch? That wasn't the Nightwatch painting.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't. I'm looking at it right now. It looks different. I've also seen it IRL. Well, let me tell you, it ain't in this restaurant. It's in the Rijksmuseum.
Oh yeah, that's not.
It's first of all, it's daytime. Yeah, it's not it. I don't know why it says Night Watch on it. Maybe it's a sort of a we want this to be.
That the hotel probably did to be cool.
The closer we got, the more something stirred in my veins. Nothing unpleasant. More as though the city's canals were running through my body.
God, can I say something here?
Electric about Agnes.
Like this whole thing's going on with my apartments,
Yeah.
with the plumbing and everything, and I know it's not my fault.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that like the seal's broken and everything.
Not remotely.
But it's the fact that it's like it's my use of the toilet that made the catastrophe downstairs.
That's gotta feel weird, yeah.
Yeah, it's just I hope worst comes to worst, they put me up in a motel if it's as bad as it could be, but ugh.
No, none of this is your fault, but I do understand why that would feel weird.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So is this her apartment? Why does she have to go through all that shit?
Hotel room.
It's a hotel room. Okay. Still, why? I mean,
Here's the fucked up part. This is
Where's
the
the
bed.
head? Where's the
This-
headboard? How do you know how to
is
lay
this
on
like
it?
a-
Surrounded by mirrors.
is this a like sort of a themed hotel? Okay, I know they got those in Amsterdam. Is she a hooker? Is he weirded out by this at all? Has he been here before?
Relics the way I told you to? She asked
Okay, they seem to be familiar. This is a familiar situation. They all.
back to find out.
Yeah. You know what this the vibe I'm getting off of this is Steppenwolf. You ever read the book Steppenwolf?
I did not.
I'm kind of getting this, like, not the story or anything, just the mood and the vibe of the hotel room and the restaurant. Just reminds me of Steppenwolf.
You know what? There's something that I like about the blend of the very mundane and sort of vaguely. It's very Mage the Ascension.
This motherfucker.
Yeah.
She asked. Yes. They'd been placed around the bed, and the bed had been moved. Even now,
Is this gonna be a sex thing?
Oh.
or by whom?
Yes. You might want to switch away for like 2 minutes.
I won't.
I don't think there's
You're on stream, dude. Oh, he's naked.
Yeah, and he can close the stream, bro.
She came out of the
I'm not doing that.
You're live, dude. What the fuck?
Okay.
She was
Oh, we're getting sexy here.
Weird looking.
Average night for our man Chris.
Oh, they're gonna commit some sins.
I'm
here.
hoping this is not the first time they're fucking. I'm hoping this is like an established thing for them, because
They met that night, bro.
yeah, that would be. I'm sorry, my guy, but that's not how Europe usually works.
cry would follow Cleo.
It
I
was
mean, you are
sex.
in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I guess.
By the way, I'm along with this until fuck, I thought it was gonna be here. Until this part.
Oh, that's a cat.
No,
Oh,
that's
the cat.
No. Cat, get off the cuck stool. As the dog.
he's not. He has his underpants on. They're both. I mean, she's not dressed, but he. What?
To be fair, it is weird to have like a cat or a dog stare at you while you're having sex.
She just kills him?
Hey, killed her? Killed
I
him?
don't know. I feel like if this feels like it's sort of a scene where he dies. I don't know. Now, hang on. This was the dad of the girl.
Yep.
So
Oh, no, now he is the cat. What
Okay,
the
so
fuck?
this game begins with her fucking getting a vision of her dad having sex with her mom when she was conceived. Very powerful.
When you come, but she's still sucking.
Yeah, that's right.
I really like these aesthetics.
Oh my
That
god.
is very cool.
Okay,
yeah.
that painting.
It's
is
very
fucked.
Mage the Ascension.
Motherfucker. Wait, in my first playthrough, I swear those were doing it also.
Ah, maybe this is a Kojima style situation.
I love how
Reminds me
you
of that one scene in Kingdom Come Deliverance.
I have not played it, so I could not say.
You run into a coven of fucking witches and do drugs with them and think that the devil happens.
She
So
put
when-
him in the cat?
Yes.
Apparently.
When I said they're doing the Assassin's Creed modern day thing, right?
Yeah.
You probably assumed her connection was to the witch.
You know what? I
Yeah.
did think that the cat was going to play a major role in it. But yeah. So, hang on. In this game, you're just a cat?
Wait, are you just a cat going back to previous scenes to
You're a
watch
time
them?
traveling cat in this game.
Some fucking hocus pocus ass bullshit.
Wilhelm
Wilhelm
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
And Angela, whose family name has been
Run into
forgotten.
the
Okay.
Fucking Sanderson sisters.
I'm just gonna say Stray did this better. Stray was a better cat game.
It didn't have combat, bro.
I have not seen combat in this.
Yeah, we haven't seen combat here.
This is the end of the demo, by the way.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Oh, kitty cat! Oh, you bad kitty. No hurt, mommy.
So I'm sorry, she fucking sent the guy back in time into a cat?
Mm-hmm.
Apparently.
That would be a time life mind spell, pretty high level.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah, depending on if you involve certain metaphysics, you might also want to involve spirit, but I don't think that would be necessary. It really depends on, some of the corollaries.
Burger, I love how you can take swipes at Seator and he can't do anything about it.
He can do things about it. He could send assassins after me.
Yep.
I mean, in the server, not real life. Obviously, in the real life, Seator
I
has
can
his
disconnect him
connections.
from this VC right now, bro.
He could do that. But then I would send
He
assassins to his location. And it would all be...
Yeah,
They would meet in the middle, and it would be a whole thing, and the diplomatic incident and stuff. And,
yeah, some would happen in Bavaria. And,
yeah, we wouldn't want to involve.
yeah, and the EU would have to say something, and probably the Russians would get dragged in.
I do think it's funny that it's like, oh, it's like people are mad that people are talking about World of Darkness in this Discord. Like, folks, that's what I do for a living. I'm sorry to say.
Yeah, that's
I
like
mean,
the
it's-
primary thing that you do.
People get mad
it's how you get your bread. It's how you get your bread, man. And it's enjoyable.
Listen,
I
all
love
I'm saying
I love
is
watching your videos about World of Darkness.
Yeah, WOD is like one of the
not
most
all
interesting
World
things.
of Darkness
You talk about it
Discord
so well.
members, but every time a World of Darkness Discord member. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, it's most of them, it's most of them. You
I
remember a time before the world was dark. You remember a time of the world of brightness, but
You need to be making fucking Shadowrun videos. Those
I
are
Oh my
would-
god.
Listen,
Oh, I would like to have another Shadowrun video. That would be nice,
Listen.
but I'm okay with World of Darkness.
the next
Yeah, World of
video
Darkness is better.
that I make is not going to be a Shadowrun video.
Yeah,
But it is not going to
Burger, I
be
just-
it is going to be a lore video, but it is not going to be a World of Darkness lore video either.
Ooh.
Hey. Nice.
Is it going to be Doom 1490?
Cyberpunk.
No.
the gorillas.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
French Crusade?
I'm not saying.
Burger, I just want to let you know that sometimes, because to go to sleep, I'll usually put on a podcast I've listened to before and go to sleep to that. Sometimes I'll pull up one of your playlists and
People
go to
do it.
sleep listening to you. I listen to your dulcet tones and drift off to sleep, and then you appear in my dreams. Like I'll have a
Oh
dream.
no.
No, it's just like you just show
Oh
up.
yes.
Like no, like the last dream I had, I was in the grocery store and I was shopping, and then you appeared behind me and started explaining something about World of Darkness to me very loudly, like you were shouting about World of Darkness.
You should turn the
I think it
volume
was
down.
And then you vanished, and everybody in the store was just staring at me. They were like, because you showed up, started shouting about World of Darkness, and then afterwards you vanished, and everybody was like, "You did that."
I do
was
this
you."
to people, actually. Sito's been in the supermarket with me. He knows this.
Yeah, and then you start shouting about lore from World of Darkness, and then you run out of the store, and everybody just stares at Seator like he's
The thing
problem.
about this guy, right, is that he can't speak silently. It's not an ability he has.
No, for some reason, because I woke up afterwards and the video was playing, and you were like talking in like a normal tone, but for some reason in my dream, you were like yelling, just rah, 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 this and this and this, and I'm like, what the fuck?
No,
Yeah, that's pretty much how he sounds.
Listen, I speak. I don't mind if people overhear my conversation. Okay, I don't think people should be denied the pleasure of hearing what I have to say. I think it would be unfair to them.
Oh no, to be fair, like when I meet up with my friends, like if we go like to Frying Pan or Perkins or Taco John's and we all meet up, it's like 4 or 5 of us. We get pretty loud as well talking about whatever we're doing. But I don't know, when you're by yourself and with one other person and they start getting really loud, it's like, please tone it down a bit, please.
I won't. I will not.
The mention of the phrase "by yourself" made me remember this clip of Clavicular, the Luxmaxer.
Yeah.
Oh
Like,
god,
at
yeah.
Oh my
And he
god, I
approaches-
hate knowing about that, man. I wish I
He
didn't.
he approaches a girl who's like in the corner on her own, not talking to anyone, and says to her, "I noticed you were like totally by yourself maxing."
What the fuck?
That's hot.
My favorite clip of Clavicular that I've ever seen, and will remain my favorite clip, is him with the dude from Channel 5. And the dude from Channel, and he asked the dude from Channel 5, "Are you happy with the way you look?" And the dude was like, Yeah, I think I look fine. I'm totally fine with how I look." And he could not fucking handle that. He ended the fucking interview.
For Clavicular
Yup.
the only thing I know about him is I've never heard him speak. I've just looked into his eyes in his pictures and I'm like,
He just has severe body dysmorphia.
You are
I honestly
sad.
feel bad for him.
Child, you should. Somebody fucking wronged you during your childhood, and you should not feel the way you feel about yourself.
I did
Okay,
feel
I
kind of
think-
bad for him, but when
I
he
think
was
what I'm
out,
about to say is confirmed,
okay,
but grain of salt, because I don't remember how we know this, but I'm pretty sure I remember that Clavicular is like actually directly funded by Peter Thiel.
oh, that wouldn't surprise
Yeah,
me at all.
that would-
Peter
Peter
Thiel
Thiel?
is
The
yeah,
counter
no,
guy?
that Yeah, the billionaire who wants to have a genocide to make superior humans or whatever. That does not
Peter
surprise
Thiel
me
is
at
the
all.
one fucking billionaire that, like, aside from Elon Musk, that every old person knows, I feel like. And, like, half of them are, like, they just think he's a businessman. And the other half of them, like, have a problem with him, but cannot actually say what the problem is or
Oh
why.
no, my dad compares him to Lex Luthor from the
Remember when I
latest
told you
Superman
about
movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
about the
Go ahead,
coverage my
Sito.
mom saw in German TV?
Yeah, about the guy.
An AI expert.
Yeah, as an AI expert.
I don't know too much about the guy, but not a lot of people like him.
He's
Oh,
the
no, if
Antichrist.
you-
I mean, he is actually the Antichrist.
No, he Peter
Basically, yeah.
Thiel.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is an idiot, but Peter Thiel is fucking evil.
It's kind of fucked up to be a gay person and become the Antichrist.
True.
Like once the
Play.
dust
Well,
Hey.
settles,
actually,
you're
it's
gonna
also
have
kind of fitting, ironically.
you're gonna have set the movement back a bit.
Yeah, true.
Evil can come from anyone. Straight, gay, lesbian, whatever the fuck.
But you know that's not how people are gonna look at it.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point.
Yeah, you're right.
Some
I-
people
It's
will
gonna be
view
like
it the other way.
the person who tried to like end civilization was gay. That's what people are gonna take away.
Yeah.
It
I'm
kinda
gonna
reminds me
say
of
this
how-
controversially. Gay people, like gay people, like gays and lesbians, are the straight
Like-
people of
Mhm.
of gay people. Basically.
What the fuck?
Gay men are the worst. I'm
wait.
sorry.
But
Wait,
aren't
be-
you
you-
Be
gay?
bisexual, please.
Yeah.
Say about
actually, Seator
Stop
has,
doing bisexual erasure.
Gideon, I have a
Seator-
statement to make about this highly controversial thing you just said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Make it.
Oh,
Make
come
the
in.
damn statement.
Oh no, they got him.
I feel
They
like
got him. He
I'm
can't make his
fucking-
statement
I'm
anymore.
fucking at the edge of my fucking seat over here. I'm trying to.
The Austrian CIA got him. Oh no.
My assassins
They
killed
finally
him.
did their job. Oh god.
This is the thing. Actually, there's a layer to this, which is that he sort of it's not actually true. He didn't get killed by the CIA. He just acts like it. It's the statement that I make
It's a
that
bit,
could get you killed,
and it's
which
a pretty
is that
good bit.
gay people are the straight people of gay people. Look, if you're only
I remember that
if you are
fucking article,
only
God damn
attracted
it.
to one like sex or gender exclusively, I'm suspicious of you. I'm like,
What?
okay, so think about this. And with queer people, right? Who are the queer people who have unlearned patriarchal gender norms and like hyper-capitalist shit and like extreme monogamy the least? It's fucking gay men and lesbians, you know what I mean? It's those people.
What are you?
The
what
biggest
the fuck are you talking
The
about?
transphobes in the gay community, ooh. Always one. Usually gay men. It's true. It's true. I'm saying it, and I fucking leaving the stream is so funny about this. Sito's just sick with the flu. He just has the flu.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sito. Okay, Sito sent me. I can't. I can't. I can only play the audio to the audience.
Bro, what the fuck? What the fuck?
But he said a thing.
Legit.
He made his statement.
Oh no! I'm okay. So his connection literally timed out. His connection. He was not doing a bit.
Oh my god.
He sent me video of his Discord loading.
Oh no! I've had that shit happen to me. Oh my god.
That's incredible, man. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. That rules. Big fan of that
Holy
happening.
shit. Isn't it just amazing when real life helps you do your bits?
The dice write the story.
True.
Yeah, I don't know. They're not letting him back in either, it would seem.
What just happened?
Did you? Oh, you also got disconnected.
Everyone got disconnected.
No,
I checked
not
on all
us. We were fine.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Yep.
That all right. That's weird.
Sito was doing like a thing of like, oh, I'm gonna be doing a bit. I'm gonna be. I have something to say, and then a statement to make about this, and then he just disappeared. So I assumed he was just doing a bit, but apparently this is like a legit. A lot of people got booted. Not me though. I was in here.
Amazing.
I think it might be you know who.
Peter Thiel, yeah.
I was thinking Epstein, but yeah, that one too.
Peter Epstein.
Yeah, notorious evil person.
Peter.
No,
Peter?
it was the other Jeffrey Epstein who did this.
Yeah, the
The
one
one
that's
who's
still alive.
Yeah.
Speaking of all that, I was mage stuff. I want to say like some things I talk of. I was thinking about how Nefandi would like talk to each other, and one thing I came up with is Nefandi trade and or fight for cheese pizza, like resources and like
Of course.
and like talking stuff. I was like thinking about it. I'm like that makes a lot of sense. It's like a resource for them. For like how we view
Yeah, they are
money.
literally powered by being evil.
Okay,
Like, what's
I'm
more
back.
evil than that?
Why does this involve cheese pizza?
Oh, cheese pizza is not cheese pizza. It's you know.
Oh, you mean like
It's a
Pizzagate
term for
type
something
shit? I'm
else.
like, okay.
The other
okay.
two words that begin with those two letters.
Okay, so I got some good news and some bad news. Good news is that they'll have everything fixed by tomorrow morning. The bad news is that they have to replace the whole sewage pipe because they literally like tried to take it out and the whole like because there's a big iron pipe for the sewage, the whole thing just fucking disintegrated.
Oh my god!
So they have to put a new pipe in.
Holy shit!
Which they'll get by tomorrow morning. So I don't have and unfortunately for tonight, I don't have any water, but they do have another apartment open. So if I need to use the bathroom or take a shower, I can go to the other apartment to do that stuff. But yeah,
disintegrated.
Yes, an iron pipe just fucking disintegrated. I did not expect this to happen, but it happened. So yeah, that's where we're at. I honestly kind of wish I was still out on the road so I wouldn't have to worry about this at all. But hey, that's how things work out, I guess.
I'm starting to hear that, man. Do you guys know they make rose jelly?
Yes, I've had it. It's delicious.
Oh yeah, it's lovely. I
have heard many things about rose hips being used in cooking, and I have heard good things.
Yeah, I've heard about there's rose wine, there's rose jelly, there's rose candies. all
Rose
kinds of good
candy.
stuff. Yeah,
That sounds good.
like rose gummies and stuff. They're popular during Valentine's.
Anything made of rose is very popular in Middle Eastern cuisine.
Oh, that's true. That also true.
I think I gotta play some other than Crusader Kings. I think Crusader Kings has actually legitimately fried my brain.
There were two, because being an extremely high level ruler in an administrative bureaucracy realm, the emperor of a large administrative bureaucracy, overwhelms you with constant decisions.
Well, the problem if you get too into CK and the Crusader Kings is that you will start asking very controversial questions on the Reddit and the forums.
That is true.
You'll be like,
You,
can I kill my wife and marry my daughter?
I don't know, can you? You
What the
should try it
fuck?
out. Attempted.
There's an
I've been fucking thinking about someone like like 9 months ago posted a fucking some dude responding to just some fucking chud reacting to someone else's like daily this is what I eat in a day video shit and like just shitting all over it. And it's like, oh no, that other person is the fucking person who hosts shit at my local fucking gay bar. I'm like, what the fuck? I got freaked the fuck out by that shit.
So the guy in the vid, was it the chud who was the guy in the gay bar, or the person who ate the food?
No. The person who was eating showing off their fucking fancy coffee drink or whatever.
It can happen in your community, you know. It'll.
Yeah, surprisingly,
People
the
might be
world's a
eating
lot
food.
smaller than you think.
that's scary.
Yeah, I've been on a fucking I've been on a low grade paranoia spree about cross pollination between the various social communities I'm in for a while now.
You eventually learn just to roll with it.
You gotta.
You know. I also, you mentioned Chud. That reminded me. I watched some videos from Chud the Builder.
I heard about him for the first time today, and apparently he's in prison or some shit.
The only reason I know this guy is because he's racist.
He's extremely racist. His whole deal was he would live stream being out on the street and just would antagonize and be absolutely terrorize black people around him in order to get a response out of them, to get them to fight back or yell at him. And he'd say, "Oh, you're chimping out," all this bullshit.
He said while chimping out? What?
He's calling those people. Oh, excuse me. He's talking about the African Americans chimping out.
Yeah, he would antagonize African Americans, and then when they would respond, he would be like, "Oh, you're chimping out." And
I really feel like just going out on the street and antagonizing random people is that qualifies as chimping out, much more so than reacting to that with any amount of anger.
That's a good point.
So what happened was in Tennessee, he was charged with doing a dine and dash where he went to a restaurant, ate a bunch of food, and then just took off. So he was in.
What is the charge? Enjoying a meal, a succulent fried chicken meal.
A succulent Chinese meal.
I bet too. I bet too.
He was at the courthouse for
this
that.
This is democracy manifest.
Yeah.
Fuck, I can't do it.
So he was at the courthouse to get arraigned on that. And then after he left the courthouse, he went to his car, got his gun, and started live streaming outside of the courthouse. And he was doing the same thing. He found an African American, started antagonizing him. The African American person, dude, went after him. So he pulled out his gun, shot the dude.
Fuck?
shot the dude a couple times, ended up shooting himself in the arm, and he obviously got arrested. The person he antagonized survived, thankfully.
That's good.
He survived as well because remember he
That's
shot himself with his own gun in the arm.
Yeah.
And then like in the courtroom, they were like, "Okay, you're obviously a cunt and a very dangerous individual. We're giving you a $1.2 million bail." So he's still in prison because even though the law here is that if you're in court and you have a bail put on you, you can go to a bail bondsman to bond you out, and you have to give 10%. So, like, if I had $1,000 bail,
I know how bail works. What I want to know is, was he live streaming this?
Yes, he was.
He was live streaming the process of his premeditation.
Yes, he also live streamed him on the ambulance bed being questioned by the cops about what happened. He live streamed everything.
How the fuck did he live stream that shit? How did they not take his fucking phone away? Because that's what the fucking cops. That's like the first thing they do.
What an unbelievable fucking moron and a fucking generational piece of shit. Honestly, like 10 years ago, this guy would have been world famous for how much of a piece of shit he is. God damn.
This is where it gets great. So all that shit aside, he got a $1.2 million bond. Nobody's gonna bond him out, so he's staying in prison. They've arraigned him on all this shit, and the prosecutors brought out all of his tweets, his live streams to present as evidence.
Hell yeah!
And there are tweets of his of him saying, "If I have to, I will kill a person to defend myself." This was shit he said weeks before this actual event. And he said, "If somebody chimps out on me enough, I will fucking murk them. I don't give a fuck about those dumb N-words." And you had a prosecutor in front of a judge reading this out in court.
Easiest case ever. Like, this lawyer's got the easiest job.
Yeah.
I hope it goes away for a very long time. We do have to end the stream, though. It's time to end the stream.
He's
raised by wolves.
Raised by wolves.
Raised by wolves.
He's looking at least 75 years.
Hell yeah, put him in prison for that long. Thank you.